Today's topic is how on semen retention you will become David Goggins. Let's get right into it. All right, check this out. What do I mean by you will become David Goggins? Well, I believe that we all know the famous quote from David Goggins, and I believe it goes, "Stay hard, stay hard." I think that's how it goes. And that's one thing about semen retention is that you will stay hard. Not just physically with an erection when you wake up in the morning, but spiritually when you penetrate the world in the morning. First thing off the bat, all you know how to do is get straight to it. Or at least that's where you're headed. That's at least where you're going. That's how you'll end up. And one thing I gotta say is that you stay hard, you get hard, and you see yourself in a new light. You start to get more acclimated to this new, and so it starts to become a little bit normal, right? And that's the beauty in it all. That's the beauty in it all, is that you have this tenacity, you have this perspicacity, you have this resilience, you have this ability to endure the pain that would normally weigh you down. You find a way, and even when things aren't okay, you begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's why we do this practice. We do this practice so that we can get better. We do this practice so that we can attain our highest version of ourselves. And I promise you, you have this level of discipline that's instilled within your very bones, within your essence, within your being, within your soul. You have these moments where everything that you felt like you were missing, you get back, and then some. It just keeps getting better. Now, the real question is, would I want to give all of this up just for a few seconds of pleasure? Sure, I might rush a spike of dopamine in my brain just thinking about it, but no. Long-term answer is no, because you get done with it and you realize it wasn't worth it to begin with. You know what is worth it to begin with? Saving your life. Saving your life. You want to get to a point where you are your own superhero. And in this way, you're going to be pushing yourself past your limits, past the places that you thought that you had limitations and boundaries. But you're only as good as you think you are. And so, as long as you stay in these lower levels of thoughts, as long as you're thinking, I can't, you're making up excuses, that's where you're going to stay. Until you open your eyes, you open your mind, and you realize the only limits that have been placed on me have been placed on me by myself. And in that same token, you could have a full circle moment and realize that all of your accomplishments and all of your achievements are also because of you. Everything in your life is because of you. Now, I don't want you to attack me with this victim mentality in the comment section. Yes, there are exceptions, but the general rule of thumb is that you are responsible for your own life. And regardless of what might or might not have happened in your life, it's up to you to take this knowledge and run with it now, as far as you can and take it as far as you want. Because at the end of the day, you are the captain of your own ship. You are the artist of your own art. You are the chef of your own cook. And so, as a great man once said, let him cook. Cook, my boys. My boys. Hey, if this hasn't inspired you to get on this journey, I don't know what will. Matter of fact, let me give you a little female attraction story. Very minor, nothing big, nothing to get your panties in a bunch about. But the other day I was at the gym, and I got my first gym attraction. You know, there was this girl. She's playing the mirror games, and I've only heard about the mirror games. You know, and you're vaguely aware until it actually happens, and when it actually happens, it clicks. You're like, oh shit, okay, she's playing the mirror games, whatever. She's, looking at me across the room inside the mirrors. You know what I mean? Every time I'm looking, she's looking away. You know what I mean? She's getting shy. I'm trying to avoid eye contact at this point, because not because she's staring, but because I know better than to give my attention away in a place like the gym, where I'm supposed to be focusing all of my attention on myself. The entire point of going to the gym is working on yourself. And sure, that's not to say that you can't get a girl or get a woman at the gym. It's just saying, for me, I don't go to the gym for that. Sure, I'm open to meeting women. I'm open to getting approached. I'm open to having conversations that might lead to a relationship, but I'm not looking for that. That's not what I'm there for. You see me? And so, she's playing these mirror games. She's doing her thing. You know what I mean? I'm like, whatever. I'm working out. I'm doing my thing, right? And then I'm out here. I'm working triceps. You know what I mean? I'm working triceps. I'm banging it out, right? And then she comes up next to me. She points at a machine, a piece of equipment that I'm clearly not using. Clearly not using. And she says, "Are you using this?" She points at it. I don't even say a word. In fact, I point at it, I look at it, raise my eyebrows, and then I just say, I don't even say nothing. I just point at it. You know what I'm saying? Point, nah, not using it. That's what I conveyed. That's what I was talking about in yesterday's message with the nonverbal communication, right? That's all I did. And she looked confused. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to say, other than she had to go. She got to go. And so she left, right? She bounced. Not even that far. She bounced pretty close to me. And she started working out. She's bending over. She's doing the most. And I'm just sitting there locked in, trying to get the gains, my man. Trying to get the gains, man. I'm trying to look like The Rock. You see me? I'm trying to get like David Goggins. You see me? The moral of this story is, you're gonna become David Goggins on Semen Retention. You're going to stay hard. You're gonna push through, and you're gonna achieve your dreams. And nothing is gonna slow you down. Nothing. So, boys, you know what to do. You know how to support. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do your thing, boys. Get on this journey. Let this inspire you. Let you yourself become the best version of yourself. Okay? Alright, guys. Until next time. Peace.